Kumiho dropped a fox marble which is often mentioned in folklores. This fox marble is a legendary great orb. It increases maximum mana by 300 points. When this orb is infused with mana, it allows you to thoroughly scan a 20-kilometer area for 1 minute and then open a portal within a 10-kilometer radius. It has a 24-hour cooldown. Its description states that it is a marble infused with mystical powers. Sungwoo is lucky since a useful item appeared at the right time and it will be helpful for attacking the abyss. Lieutenant Kim informs Sungwoo that these fighters are survivors from Jeju Island. Unlike those fanatics, they have kept their sanity. As soon as Lieutenant Kim mentioned about sanity, the female player lunged at occultists with a flying kick attack. She keeps pummeling the cultists while yelling at him for the misdeeds he did all this time. Hanho says she is quite sane, and he would have done the same if he was in her shoes. After taking out her frustration, the female player tells Sungwoo and his party that she is sorry, but dealing with these lunatics can make anyone go crazy. She asks them if the outside world is okay, and Hanho says that it is quite insane, to the point where his fists never get a break. She hands over an item she found during their conflict with the cultists. This item is responsible for blocking the signals. It's a heroic ranked totem called Secret Sade. It disrupts all remote connections in a 5-kilometer radius. If more than 10 sote are linked, the effect becomes much broader. The female player says that these items were placed all over Jeju Island because of those monsters and fanatics. They could not destroy them before. Li Wei arrives there and she is being chased by Mireo, who is breathing fire on her. She begs Sungwoo to do something about this monster. Hanho yells at her for being mean to their little cute Mireo, and Sungwoo tells Mireo to come back to his side. Mireo slides towards Sungwoo and all of a sudden he starts gulping up the legendary ranked fox marble. A notification pops up informing them that the black dragon hatchling is absorbing a mystical item. Time remaining until absorption is complete. After losing such a precious item, Sungwoo can feel his soul leaving his body, while Hanho suggests that they should put their hand in his mouth and pull out the orb from his stomach. Meanwhile, on the other side, Jiu Yun and White Rider arrive at a cottage. Jiu Yun confirms once again if the clue about the Black Lion is in this cottage, and White Rider confirms it once again. They have taken care of most monsters inland, but this mountain is still swarming with them. A swarm of ogres pop out of the woodwork. Jiu Yun takes care of the swarm on her own in a minute. With that taken care of, both Jiu Yun and White Rider head inside. Without wasting any time, they start looking for clues. White Rider informs Jiu Yun that Black Lion is with the people from this island. More specifically, he is with some sane player, not those crazy cultists. Jiu Yun compliments White Rider for finding his location so quickly. White Rider says that it is my specialty, but dealing with other psychometrists helped him a lot. Jiu Yun asks him if he can find some other people for her later on. White Rider says that he has a rough idea about her situation, and if he gets some free time, he will surely help her. With that being said, they board their airship and head back to the main base of the cultists. Sungwoo asks them if they found the Black Lion. White Rider says that Black Lion was with that woman, and what is she doing here? The female player asks him about who they are looking for. All of a sudden, she recognizes Jiu Yun, and Jiu Yun calls her sister. They are both glad to see each other alive, while Hanho says that no wonder this girl reminded her of Jiu Yun. The female player is quite happy to finally meet her sister, and Jiu Yun inquires about the rest of their family. The female player says that you know well that our family is not the type to go down easily. Everyone is safe. Jiu Yun lost a finger, but that's not too bad. Sungwoo interrupts their reunion by saying that sorry, we don't have time for long conversations right now. He gets to the point and he asks her if the Black Lion is with them. The female player says that she can lead them to the Black Lion. Without wasting any time, they head for the main base of the rebels. White Rider informs the Black Lion about everything that transpired, and after hearing their conversation, he agrees to cooperate with them. Sungwoo says that you are surprisingly reasonable for an Evolution Society collaborator. Black Lion tells him that he knows what he did was wrong. He made selfish and extreme choices under the excuse of protecting his race. He can't wash the blood off his hands, but if he can at least help people and repay that debt, then it will be good. Sungwoo asks him if he can detect an object anywhere, and Black Lion says that his ability is not absolute. He can only sense objects that exert a strong presence in an area. He sensed the appearance of the World Tree early on. If it's a power that sustains an entire world like the Abyss, then he should be able to detect it from even farther away and track it down. Sungwoo says that they don't have time and they should open Gate of the Abyss right away. Lieutenant Kim informs Sungwoo that the preparations are already complete. The hypergate they set up 2 hours ago will bring reinforcements from the capital region, and they should be able to hold back the monsters pouring out of the abyss. The real problem is the gatekeeper who appears at the end. Sungwoo tells Jiu Yun to stay here, but she wants to go with him. Sungwoo tells her that you are needed here even more since she is the only one who can hold back the gatekeeper on her own. The airships along with every single artillery unit is deployed on the island. The islanders are not on the level of the players from the mainland Korea, but they still insist on helping them. With that being said, Sungwoo uses the scroll to summon the Gate of the Abyss, and the gate seals off Jeju Island. Lieutenant Kim informs Jiu Yun that they will hold the demons back with ranged firepower, but if the breakthrough, then she needs to step up. Jimin compliments Jiu Yun by saying that you must be pretty strong. Unlike the 7 families, you are treated like a hero. This reminds Jiu Yun of her childhood. She was considered the disgrace of the family since she was born. From the mistake of her father, she grew up under her father who disciplined her with mental training and martial arts. Jimin further says Jiu Yun left that prestigious house and still managed to survive on her own. Their father will be proud if he saw her right now. Jiu Yun is thinking that Jimin was not severely bullied by her other siblings. They actually took care of her quite well, but it was more like taking care of a distant guest, not a family member. Unlike her stepmother who was an athlete, her birth mother was frail. They said that she inherited weak genes. They snap back to the present as first invasion wave of the Gate of the Abyss begins and monsters start swarming out like flies. Jimin tells Jiu Yun that you don't have to push yourself to prove anything in front of me. You were never in great health to begin with, so you should be careful. Jiu Yun tells Jimin to take care as well since she can die here. Jimin says that I am not at a point where I need you to take care of me, but Jiu Yun reminds her that this game is not something you survive just by having natural talent. It's not something you can overcome with just effort. Jimin asks Jiu Yun, then what is it? Jiu Yun says that she don't know either, but she is confident that she can do this since she already adopted to this hell. One of the airships starts heading for the Gate of the Abyss. The airship enters the gate while the onslaught is going on below them. With a bright flash of light, a notification informs them that they have entered the extra-dimensional space called the Abyss. Once they open their eyes, they find that the Abyss is completely dark. Their altimeter is dead, and they have no idea about where they are heading right now. 20 minutes later, the airship is moving toward a certain direction. Sungwoo says that there is no end to this darkness. Black Lion informs him that he can guide them about the direction, but with this visibility, they are moving at a snail's pace. Spearman Kyungsu says that we can't speed up because we don't know what is up ahead, while Li Wei yells at them saying that I already told you guys that worrying about visibility is pointless in here. All of a sudden they spot some kind of blurry object close to them. These objects turn out to be huge buildings. They quickly apply evasive measures, but they still order everyone to brace for impact. They try to change the trajectory of the airship, but it still gets scratched from some buildings in the process. Hanho shouts out loud that he is sure that these are human-made buildings, and what are they doing here in the abyss? Sungwoo is thinking about the same thing, and he has no idea what these crumbling structures are doing here. After getting back in the air, they get some visibility. The place below them is filled with a jungle of apartments. Hanho asks Sungwoo if this place is like an alternate reality of Earth, and Spearman Kyungsu points toward a certain direction. There is Seoul Tower present down there, and the area behind it is Gangnam. Sungwoo asks Li Wei about what the abyss was like when she entered it, but Li Wei says that I was too overwhelmed to notice much. But looking back at it now, she saw Shanghai. Sungwoo asks her if she is suggesting that this place is Earth. Li Wei disagrees as she points out that this must be a different space, since the Shanghai she knows about is not ruined and Seoul is still intact. All of a sudden, Black Tiger says that he can feel it. He informs them that a massive pulsation is rising from the ground. It's like a heartbeat. These vibrations are spread across this entire world. Sungwoo asks him about the direction, and Black Tiger points toward the west. Sungwoo is thinking that this must be the heart of the abyss, and he orders his men to move the airship at full speed to the west. On their way, Hanho says that the more they look at it, the more this place looks like Earth. And Spearman Kyungsu asks, why would they recreate Earth exactly like this? 2 operators inform them that they just detected something massive ahead. Soon they find the ruins of Yeouido and a world tree which is not too much far away from it. Spearman Kyungsu and Li Wei get scared after watching the world tree in here. Sungwoo got an exact idea about this place, and Hanho asks him if he have secretly been here before. Sungwoo is now sure that this is a bad ending. This is the exact setting from the Prophecy Stone. Bad ending 2. Sungwoo asks Black Lion if he can sense anything from that world tree, but Black Lion informs him that this tree died a long time ago. However, he can sense an intense power beneath the world tree. That's the source of the periodic vibrations he have been detecting. Soon they find a massive hole around the middle of the world tree. It's so big that even their airship can land in there. Sungwoo says that it looks like something pierced straight through it, and they need to further check it by themselves. While they are moving toward the hole, they see some sort of shiny objects falling from the world tree. These objects turn out to be a huge number of bats. Spearman Kyungsoo orders the players to activate the external barrier. Sungwoo orders Kyungsoo to use the world tree vines and head for the hole at full speed. Lee Wei suggests that she can help Sungwoo as well if he is going out by himself. She lost all of her high-ranked spirits, but as the top-ranked player of a server, she can still help. Hanho says he wants to come along as well since he is the only Korean player with 6 arms. Sungwoo asks Lee Wei if she knows about these things, but she says that she never saw them before when she entered the abyss. The abyss gate Sungwoo opened is on the 2nd floor, while the one she entered was on the 1st floor, so maybe they are different places. Sungwoo is thinking that each floor must be a different world. He has no proof about it, but it's not an unreasonable idea. Sungwoo informs them that maybe this place was discarded after reaching a bad ending, and Lee Wei asks about how we can avoid being discarded like this. Sungwoo says he has no idea about it either. Hanho says that even with a good ending, it's destined to be discarded in the end. Once players lose interest in a game, it's abandoned forever. Sungwoo is thinking that maybe he needs to believe in the words of that being who wants this game to collapse. Sungwoo summons his minions along with Victor and the Death Knight inside the abyss. Sungwoo gets a hold of a world tree vine. It's a mythical rank special equipment. If one end of the vine is secured somewhere and the other end attached to an object, it can pull with immense force. Sungwoo uses bone weapon crafting on the world tree vine. Lee Wei asks Sungwoo about what is he going to do with it. Sungwoo says that it's something that will help him farm experience and gold. The players inform Sungwoo that the cannons are not doing much against the bats. One of the reasons Sungwoo came here was to level up to 25 so he can equip the Yama divinity. Just firing cannons won't earn him experience and gold. Lee Wei used her skill called Flowing Wall. It's a barrier created using spirits, but it won't last long. As soon as the bats reach the flowing wall, they slow down for a bit, and Sungwoo was waiting for this moment. Sungwoo orders his minions to throw the roots. The minions threw out the vines embedded with bone weapons, and they managed to kill a ton of bats with that attack. For each bat killed, a notification pops up informing them that they have hunted an extra-dimensional being, which is a mid-rank monster, and obtained 850,000 gold coins for each kill. Hanho informs them that the bats are circling back and swarming in, while Lee Wei shouts at him saying that before you said you have 6 arms, so why are you only using 4? As soon as the bats get inside the barrier, Hanho impales them with his throwing knives. Each kill boosts up his both defensive and offensive capabilities. Hanho informs Sungwoo that he is holding the bats with all of his force, but soon they are going to break through from somewhere else. Sungwoo tells them to hold on a bit longer, as he is embedding the bodies of bats with high-pressure corpse explosion. The troll skeletons eat the dead bats, and they start climbing the world tree. Hanho is at his limit, and he can no longer hold them back. Soon a troll minion lunges out of the barrier, which is right next to Hanho. Within 20 seconds, all high-pressure corpse explosions are ready, and they go off in unison. Sungwoo made a bone weapon shield to protect the airship from the explosions, and the bats got wrecked with those blasts. Sungwoo killed so many bats with those last explosions that he quickly leveled up to 24. A huge blow was dealt to the bats in the last attack, and the players took this chance to run toward the hole using the airship, but soon the remaining bats got together and gave chase. Sungwoo imbues his weapon with maximum number of spectral bombardment. As soon as they entered the hole in the world tree, Sungwoo unleashed the spectral bombardment to finish off anyone chasing after them. Sungwoo knows well that it is not enough to hinder the bats for long, and they will chase after them. Sungwoo left the ship as he orders his men to park the airship, and he heads for the hole. He needs to seal the hole, and he starts using the bone crafting skill. Spearman Kyungsoo orders every player with sealing skills to help Sungwoo. As soon as the hole is sealed, Sungwoo asks Black Lion about where is the heart of the abyss, and he informs him that it is directly below us. His ability can only point out the general direction, but he can't find the exact path. They need to search for it themselves. One of the players informs them that there is a passage leading down here, but it's extremely dark and deep. Sungwoo is not sure it's the right entrance, but there is no other way, so he orders all players to set up the descent equipment. Otherwise, they will just get shredded like they are in a blender by the monsters. Sungwoo is still thinking about what could have pierced through the world tree. At the same time, he noticed a reflected light which flashed for a moment. His men inform him that the descent preparations are complete. Meanwhile, on the other side, the players from the Jeju Island are in shock after witnessing something. The first wave of the Gate of the Abyss second floor has been eradicated, and the next wave will begin in 20 seconds. To the eyes of the players stuck in Jeju Island, all of these outsiders are like prodigies.